Independent hotel systems are the fastest way to reduce stress, save time, and regain control of your hotel operations without sacrificing guest experience. This episode shows hotel owners how to replace reactive firefighting with simple, repeatable systems that actually stick. You've worked all day, answered questions, solved problems, made decisions, put out fires. Is your business moving forward the way you want it to? If the answer feels fuzzy, that feeling isn't laziness, it isn't failure, and it's definitely not lack of effort. It might be chaos. Here's the uncomfortable truth most independent hoteliers don't hear early enough. Chaos isn't caused by too much work, it's caused by too little structure, and we've talked about that in the past. Independent hotels don't struggle because they don't care, they struggle because owners care about everything. You care about your guests, you care about your staff, you care about your standards. You care about the reviews, the cash flow, the bookings, maintenance, and reputation. So you hold it all in your head. The brain was never designed to be a filing cabinet. Right now, the hospitality industry feels louder, faster, and more demanding than ever. Guests expect instant answers. Staff want clarity. Technology keeps multiplying. Margins feel tighter, and most owners respond by doing what feels responsible. They work harder. But an effort without systems doesn't create control. It creates exhaustion. And that's why today matters, because this episode isn't about motivation. It's all about mindset. It's not about hustle. It's about designing systems that remove chaos quietly, calmly, and permanently. Not massive corporate manuals, not rigid processes that kill personality, but practical systems that reduce decision fatigue, create consistency without micromanaging, and let the business run without you holding every thread. Welcome to another episode of Hotelier Helpcast podcast. If you haven't done so yet, sign up, and if applicable, ring the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Much of this thinking connects directly to what is laid out in your independent hotel blueprint, a resource many owners use as their first step toward order. Near the end, I'm going to share one insight that often surprises owners the most. Why simple systems outperform complex ones every single time. But I'm curious. And answer this honestly. What's the one thing in your hotel that only works properly when you're personally involved? We want to come back to that. Why chaos isn't your staff, guests, or bookings. Now let's clear something up. Most hotel owners assume chaos comes from the outside. If the bookings were steadier, if the staff were more reliable, if guests were easier, if the OTAs weren't so demanding. But those aren't the root causes. They're symptoms. The real problem is this. Your hotel runs on people's memories instead of systems. Memory is fragile. It forgets. It improvises. It changes under pressure. Systems don't. When a hotel lacks systems, the owner becomes the system. You become the booking engine. You become the quality control. You become HR. You become the final decision on everything from pricing to pillows. And that works until it doesn't. Because every unanswered question lands on your desk. Every unclear process becomes a phone call. Every exception becomes your problem. Chaos isn't loud at first. It hums. A quiet tension, a background buzz, a consistent sense that something might slip. And that's where it gets sneaky. Most owners are excellent problem solvers. That's how they survive. But problem solving isn't the same as system building. Problem solving is reactive. Systems are preventative. One fixes today, the other protects tomorrow. Without systems, every day starts from zero. The same questions appear, the same issues resurface, the same decisions are remade. And slowly, confidence erodes. Not because the owner is weak, but because chaos demands attention before strategy gets a look in. The irony? The harder you work inside chaos, the less time you have to remove it. So control doesn't mean rigidity, it means relief. Now here's something a lot of hotel owners do not get to hear. Control is not about tightening your grip, it's about letting go safely. Systems aren't rules, they're agreements. They answer questions before they're asked. How do we handle late checkouts? What happens when a guest complains? Who approves discounts? What does clean actually mean here? Without systems, staff guess. Without systems, staff act. With systems, staff act. This is where many owners hesitate. They worry systems will make the hotel cold, corporate, soulless. But the opposite happens. Good systems protect personality. They remove friction so warmth can show up. Think of it like jazz. Great jazz sounds free because it follows structure. No system equals noise. Simple system equals rhythm. Inside the Hotel Owner's Roadmap, 90 Days to More Bookings, More Time and Less Stress course, there's a repeated principle. Owners don't need more ideas, they need fewer decisions. Every decision you don't have to make is energy you can spend elsewhere. Systems reduce decisions by making outcomes predictable. Predictability doesn't mean boring, it means dependable. And dependability builds trust with guests, with staff, with yourself. When systems exist, staff feel safer, training becomes faster, mistakes drop, owners breathe again. That is control. Quiet, confident, unsplashy, but powerful. Start with one system that removes 10 decisions. Now, this is something you can do this week. Don't systemize everything. That fails. Instead, identify one recurring friction point. Ask yourself, what do I explain more than once a week? That's your entry point. Common examples are handling complaints, approving discounts, room readiness standards, late arrivals, staff callouts. Now design a minimum viable system, not a binder, a page. Answer 3 questions. What triggers this situation? What's the default response? Who owns it? That's it. Clarity beats detail. When staff know the default, they stop escalating everything to you. This is how chaos shrinks. Not dramatically, gradually. And once you feel the relief of one system working, momentum follows. You didn't dream of hotel ownership just to become a spreadsheet whisperer. This is a free guide and helps you get back to the fun part, your independent hotel blueprint. Download it, ditch the chaos. You can find a link in the show notes. Which area of your hotel feels most chaotic right now, and why? Let me know in the comments. Here are your key takeaways. Chaos comes from missing systems. Owners shouldn't be the system. Simple beats complex every time. Systems protect personality. Control creates calm. Here's the calm truth. You don't need to overhaul your hotel. You don't need new software tomorrow. You don't need to work harder. You just need structure that supports you. Chaos fades when decisions stop repeating. Confidence grows when the outcome feels predictable. Calm returns when the business doesn't depend on your presence. This episode showed that systems don't restrict freedom, they create it. If you want a clear starting point, Your independent hotel blueprint is available in the show notes. And if you are ready for deeper support, the step-by-step guidance lives inside the Hotel Owner's Roadmap, 90 Days to More Bookings, More Time, and Less Stress course. And for further reading, I recommend Are You Working on Your Hotel Business or Just in It? Episode 109. If this episode helped, subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And if you'd like to support the show, you can always buy us a coffee. It keeps the microphones warm and the ideas flowing. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about using hotel toolkits properly. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need the right next step. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.